submit IT tickets. You will no longer send tickets to STM support anymore or OneSource. They will go either through a new web portal or we will send tickets through email. And that's what I'm going to show you today. I attached some walkthrough instructions if you want to follow along. They were attached in the email, so hopefully you have them pulled up, and I will go through the process with you right now. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you guys confirm that you can see the screen? Just drop in the chat, say yes. Good, 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 good. All right, great. All right, so the first one I'm going to go over is the document called how to submit an ALG IT help desk ticket using the web portal. Okay, so if you want to follow along, you can. So the first thing you need to do is go to that website that I have in the documentation, and I'll drop the link here in the chat as well if you want to save this. I highly recommend you make that a favorite on your favorites bar in your browser or whatnot. But you can access that link in either Edge or Microsoft or Chrome. So once you go to that website, it will bring you to our ALG IT Help Desk web portal sign in. Okay. You'll hit sign in with Microsoft. A lot of you should be pretty familiar with this sign in page now. This is your Chancellor HCS login that you'll need to use. So whatever your credentials are to sign into your email is what you'll use here. So for example, mine's clutions2 at chancellorhcs.com. You'll put in your password, and then it will ask you to approve your two-factor authentication code on your phone. So everybody should be pretty familiar with that at this point. Let's see if I get a code. All right, I got my code on my phone. I'm gonna accept it. And it will approve your sign-in to the IT Help Desk web portal. So after you get signed in, you'll see this splash page. Here you will see all the open tickets that you have with our ALG IT Help Desk. So you can see I already have a few opened for terminations and Wi-Fi. Over here on the left-hand side is the home page. That will show you this. And then the second tab is also another place you can view your tickets. So if you look right here on the, you can see the status of your ticket, or you can go over here onto this left-hand panel too, and also pull it up here and see the status of your ticket. So right now I have 2 tickets that aren't assigned right at the moment, but that's fine. So this is method 1 of how you will submit a IT help desk ticket. This is going to be for anything IT related at your facility going forward. So phones, internet, computers, login issues, anything you can think of IT related, this is the new method that you will use to submit a ticket. So you do not have to send to STM or OneSource anymore. We will manage that and then escalate it up to them if needed. So to submit a new ticket, there's a big old button right here in the top right-hand corner to submit a new ticket. You'll get presented with 2 fields, a category and a service. So the category is what we put together as main requests that we've seen over the years. So for example, accounts, emails, printers, internet, phone, hardware issues, software issues, equipment requests, VPN, and security. So for example, I get quite a few printer requests on a daily basis. So if you're having issues with your printer, you just hit printer request, and that will select that category. And then you'll hit service, and there will be a drop down, and there'll be several different options you can choose about what's wrong with your printer. For example, you need to add the printer to your computer, scanning the matrix care is not working, scanning to email is not working, printer codes, error codes on your printer, faxing's down, and just printer not working in general, like it's not printing. So for example, if I wanted to add a printer to my computer, I would select this and hit next. Now, depending on your request, there might be several fields you have to fill out to give the technician who's going to be working your ticket a little bit more context to the issue. So, for example, it's asking what's the name of the computer that needs the printer. So I'm going to just put ALG Corp dash and then the serial number. This is just an example, but if you look right here, you can also see there's a find help. That will kind of give you a description of how to answer this question if you need assistance answering the question. So I'll put in the computer that needs the printer added to it, and I'll hit submit. So if you see that, you will see that that ticket that I just submitted is in my ticket queue now. So it's a new ticket. I can view it right here, or I can go over here in the side panel and view it right here. Taylor, can you go ahead and assign that ticket to yourself, please? And I'm going to show them what it's going to look like. Let me know whenever you get it going and see the response. So while he's working the ticket and we'll change the ticket status, I'll show you how some more options when you submit tickets. So like I said, different categories, account request. You can terminate users, add new users, reset passwords, unlock accounts, other accounts, reset your Microsoft Authenticator. Email, for example, you can add delicate access, instructions for adding to your cell phone, email aliases, turn on forwarding, spam and phishing email issues or emails being blocked, internet services. That can be your Wi-Fi issues or there's internet down at your facility. Just various different categories that you can choose from with your ticket request. VPN issues. Taylor, let me know when you got that updated.
Yep, it's good.
Okay. So if you look, Taylor is the technician on the help desk support. If you notice right here, my ticket changed from new to in progress. So that means that a technician is currently working on your ticket. You can view that here, or you can view it right here. If you want to open the thread, ticket thread, you just click the ticket right here, and it will show the ticket thread. So if you want, Taylor, can you send me a message, please, saying that you're working
Just
on
sent
it? Okay. So we'll see if, all right, cool. So you can see Taylor is the technician working on my ticket. He just sent me a message in the thread on the ticket saying, thank you for submitting a ticket. We are working on this now. You can respond back to your technician and say, thank you. How long do you think this will take? Or something of that sort. And then you can send that, and that will add it to the thread for the technician to respond to on their end. You can attach pictures if you need to attach pictures, and you can also just check the status of this ticket. Let's see. A lot of the times, a technician may need to ask you several questions to kind of give you more context of what's going on. So this thread can get pretty long depending on how long your ticket takes to resolve. Taylor, will you go ahead and close that ticket for me? So after a technician closes the ticket, it will disappear off your dashboard on both here and on your homepage. You see it went away, and it will go to your closed tickets here. You will also receive an email. Let's see if I can. You will also receive an email saying, hey, the technician has resolved your ticket, and then that should tell you that your ticket number is closed. Okay. So what we want to set as a standard is if you are in communication with a technician and they have reached out 3 times without any response from you or your staff, then we're going to automatically close the ticket and you'll have to submit another ticket in order to get your problem solved if we haven't heard a response in 3 attempts. Okay? So that's basically a rundown of the help desk portal. It's pretty simple. I would suggest just play around with it today and get yourself familiar with it. If you have any tickets that you would like to submit, go ahead and submit them today. The help desk is open. We are switching everybody over from STM and OneSource Monday. So Monday is whenever we really want you to start using this ticketing system. Okay. Now I'm going to show you another method you can submit tickets as well. So if you look in the other instructions I sent you, you can go to how to submit a help desk ticket with email. Okay. So if you're in a rush one day and don't have time to log into the portal or whatnot, you can just strike up an email right quick. And then you can type it in the email to ithelp@algsenior.com. And then in the subject line, this is very important, I ask that you put your facility name. So if we want to use a Hosky House as an example, dash, and then a short description of your issue. So I can't log into my computer. That's a good short description. Then in the body of the message, I would say you need to give more context and give a really good description of what exactly caused the issue. So I could say, my computer was working great yesterday, but we had a power outage last night. Now this morning, I can't log in to my computer at all. So that's like a pretty good example of what we would need. I also highly recommend that you let the person know your names. My name is Caleb Luchins. And I really recommend you put in a good contact information. You can reach me at 828-270-0593. Okay? When you send that ticket in, just send it. That will create a ticket on the back end for us. And if you give it a few minutes, we'll see that I will get a notification in my email saying, hey, a ticket has been submitted. And then you'll know that your ticket was submitted. Taylor, whenever this comes in, can you start a thread for me so they can see what's going on? All right, so if you see right here, I just got an email notification that my ticket was submitted after I sent the email. I would note down that ticket number so you can use it for future reference and hold on to it. Taylor, let me know when you get that thread going, please.
Just saved it. I'm going to respond now.
Oh. So he's my technician. He's going to respond on that ticket, and you will get an email thread with his response. So we'll wait for it to pop up here in a second. And while we're waiting here, if you have any questions, just go ahead and note it down. I'll do a Q&A at the end of the session that you can drop your questions in the chat, and I'll try to answer them the best as I can. Did you submit it, Taylor?
Yeah, it should be coming through now.
Okay. All right, cool. So if you see after a technician responds to you, you will see that, hey, it's from IT help at ALG Senior. You can see the ticket thread of the technician working your ticket. So you see where I submitted the original ticket, hey, my computer's not working or was working great. And then he responded, thank you for submitting ticket. We are working on this now. So he might call me, he might reach out to me by email, whichever works best. If you go back into the ticketing portal as well, you can also see this thread in the ticketing portal. So you get a notification in the ticketing portal as well as email. So you can pick and choose whichever method works best for you, and then they will submit a ticket. Taylor, will you close the ticket for me, please? So after you guys have resolved the ticket, the technician will close the ticket and you will get the notification that your ticket has been closed. That's basically it. So you see, he just closed that ticket on the back end, and it says my ticket has been resolved. And if you need to submit another ticket, you had to just email ithelp@algsenior.com. So I'm gonna drop ithelp@algsenior.com. I just dropped that in the chat. So I know that was a lot in a short span of time, but those instructions that I sent you are pretty granular, and it just goes straight over what I went over. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat, and I'll answer them as best as possible. And this is also recorded too. I'm going to be training the rest of your staff at 11 o'clock. So your RCCs, SCCs, LECs, dietary managers, sales managers, all of them will be trained at 11 o'clock so that they are familiar. But I just wanted the EDs and the BOCs to be really familiar with this as well. Like I said, Monday is when we're going live. You can still submit tickets today to this IT help at ALG Senior or log into the portal and do it. You can do it today, but we're actually going live Monday next week. So please spread the word to your site not to submit any tickets to STM anymore, and don't submit tickets to OneSource anymore. We will take care of all that. So just submit a ticket to ithelp@algsenior.com. All right, I'm gonna go back to the thread and see if anybody has any answers. I'm trying to log in. It says name portal. Yes, Courtney Wand, I think that's your name. It says that it's asking you for permission to access the portal. You can accept that. So everybody in your first sign in to the web portal, it is going to say, hey, we need permission for you to sign in. Just accept that. That is fine. It's not a security risk. Just hit accept. Can you email the portal link? Yes, like guest and ED. Sorry, I didn't see your name. I will also send out another email after all the trainings with the instructions again, as well as the training recording, as well as the portal link and the new email that you can email. Hopefully this was pretty straightforward, but just spread to your staff. This is how they submit tickets for IT issues. Phones, internet, computers, accounts, anything IT related now goes to IT help at algsenior.com. If you submit a ticket to STM next week, you're probably going to get an auto response saying, hey, please submit a ticket to ithelp at algsenior.com. Same as if you call into the help desk at STM, they're just going to tell you to reach out to us now. Okay. Cable issues as well. Yes, cable issues is fine. There are some categories in the portal for cable issues as well, and we will escalate that up to the cable provider and internet providers. Hey Courtney, send me an email with that issue, or you can actually submit a ticket to IT help and we'll look at that for you. How does staff submit a ticket after hours? Okay, that's a good question. If after hours needs to submit a ticket, they need to email ithelp@algsenior.com. They can use their personal email if they choose to, but at this time, we do not have a phone number to call into. That may be coming down the road, but at this time, the only way to submit tickets is either through the portal or through email. So, and you can, if somebody can't get into their account and can't submit a ticket through email, I would volunteer as EDs and BOCs to submit a ticket for them. Just put in the ticket, hey, my LEC, my RCC, my med techs can't do something so and so. Can you guys please look into this? What about chargers for laptops? Um, there is a uh, there is a section in the portal for equipment request, Somerset ED. You can also specify that in a ticket in the email. We have an open ticket code. Yes, I would recommend that you submit a ticket, Audrey. And if there's already a ticket, we'll just bundle it. Feel free to reach out with any questions. Like I said, I'll send out a recording and documentation again after this meeting later today. If you don't have any more questions, you're free to leave. I appreciate you all joining the meeting and have a great rest of the day. When a ticket sends a mess or text sends a message in the thread. Yes, Lisa. Um, I'll share my screen one more time. Whenever a tech is working on your ticket and they send you a message, you'll get an email and you'll see a thread kind of like this. You can also check in the portal for the thread as well. So yes, you will see that in your email. Any other questions? Feel free to drop them in the chat. Hey Randy, yeah, we'll look into that for you. If you've submitted a ticket, a tech will work on it, and you'll get communication from a tech. Are you using that link, um, Rocky Mount ED? Good news. Good news.